What is this?
Welcome to another episode of Monsters with Attitude, and I am your host, the Bearded Kaiju, as Squid Game tonight. We have an unexpected visitor here. I wonder who that could be. Why don't you show yourself, mister?
Is it Leslie? It's probably Leslie.
Maybe he doesn't want to make an appearance.
The chair is the guest.
Yeah, maybe
That's a pretty
As he
scary
figures out if he wants to join us, I'll introduce everybody around the room.
Wait a minute.
it's Godzilla.
That's
Godzilla himself, the big G.
Dude, that's sick. Who's this?
Welcome, Godzilla.
Wow.
Godzilla, you look like you had a rough night.
All right, I guess Godzilla's joining us tonight.
Godzilla is here. He wanted to be a guest, and it's awesome. All right. Is he gonna mask
He's
himself?
shedding.
He's shedding his skin.
Oh, it's Mecha Godzilla.
Oh, he's stuck. He's stuck in there.
This is off to a great start.
Oh my god. All right, I will introduce everybody around the room as long as you can hear me in my mask. So to my left over here, we have the newest member of the MWA family and co-writer and producer, publisher, whatever you want to call it, for Kaiju Ramen, Mr. Michael Hamilton himself. How you doing?
I'm good, and you forgot Emperor of all I see.
Oh snap. Zed, I'm sorry. And below him, we have Aaron. How's it going, Aaron? As the immaculate unicorn man.
Anime girl.
Yeah, unicorn anime girl. And I'm doing fantastic. Thank you for asking.
It's pretty scary.
Awesome. And then we're going to jump one person. And we're going to go to the Mr. Banana Hammock himself. Cody, what's going on?
How you doing? I'm the king of potassium tonight. Refer to me as such.
And then below him, all alone. Oh! Below Cody, it is our resident cop himself, John McClane. How you doing?
Hey, folks, that was the scariest thing I could think of. A cop with no rules.
And of course, the question mark guy in the corner there over here just kind of popped on, Godzilla himself. Adrian, how's it going, man?
What's up, Kaiju family? How y'all doing tonight?
Woo. And of course, last but not least, our guest for the show, Kaiju Kim. What is going on? Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Awesome.
The queen is here.
Yes, bow down before me. This is my tiara, by the way. So I know you're jealous. So relax, everybody. It's okay.
Oh, how's everybody doing tonight?
I'm hot.
Well, that's a given, but how are you doing?
I didn't pass up from dehydration, so I'm good.
Give it time.
Awesome.
Give it time. We all have to have our just.
All right.
This is about how I expected the costumes to turn out.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Oh my god. So we are going to be talking about kaiju, scary kaiju, kawaii kaiju, whatever you want to call it, because obviously in about a week's time, a little bit more, we have Halloween coming up. So this is kind of our Halloween themed show for the month. So I got some questions for everybody. So hopefully everybody got their thinking caps on and thinking of some scary kaiju, some scary maybe aliens, whatever you want to call it. I mean, it's fair game for the whole kaiju tokusatsu genre. So
Thinking cap.
You don't have one. Don't look. All right. So we are going to do this so everybody else can see what we're doing or what question we're answering. So question number 1 is, which character kaiju was the first to frighten you when you were a kid? And Michael, you can start us off.
Okay. That's a really good question. I'm gonna say Destroya. Destroya was probably one of the first kaiju to really freak me the hell out. Not only because it killed Godzilla, but it looks literally like the devil. So I would have to go with Destroya.
Nice. Aaron, what about you?
That's just a good answer because, shoot, I don't want to just copy you, but I feel like I pretty much have the same. I mean, like if you think about it, all the Heisei villains are pretty kind of creepy. Like Biolante, not Mothra, but Batra. Who was that? Even Mechagodzilla was kind of scary in his own way. Just how he was just blasting through the movie, indestructible. And then there's Space Godzilla, evil twin from space. No one really knows who he came from, and then Destroya. So I think the reason I was so enamored with the Heisei era as a kid was just because of that. The villains were so, like, everyone knows Godzilla as indestructible. Like he's the one who beats on other monsters. But then when you watch these movies, you see how often he's the one who's actually getting beat on. I'd say Destroyer overall, but then like all the Heisei villains are just really up there for me. Like I'm weird where I like scaring myself. So then I watched those movies a lot because I got scared of, like, I was so scared of these villains, and I knew Godzilla would come out on top every time, except for in the last movie. But I'll go with that.
I mean, like the only thing that's more scary than Destroya is probably Baby Godzilla. Baby Godzilla is
I will not tolerate Baby Godzilla slander.
Oh my god.
His big beautiful eyes. The middle one. Yeah.
Are we talking about the one that came out of the egg or the little green one? I mean, they're both pretty.
That's true.
I mean, I'm gonna have to say the one that came out of the egg is probably the creepiest one of all.
With that kind of slightly droopy eye and the braces.
Not really knowing where he is.
He's a little bit cross-eyed. He's got the really bad tooth gap and all that. He's just really good.
So like Arnold Schwarzenegger kind of, but
oh god,
a little bit, yeah.
God.
Kim, what do you think?
I think Michael should be canceled for that answer, first of all.
We found the Baby Godzilla lover.
I knew Kim was a Baby Godzilla lover. Oh,
that's exactly what I said. But yes, see, the first kaiju to scare me as a kid was actually Godzilla himself. I made a video about this a couple months ago, particularly the Godzilla from Godzilla vs. Destroya, since we're talking about him so much. Long story short, my parents had this motion-censored Godzilla toy whose eyes will glow up red if you walked right past it, and they used that instead of a stairgate to keep me from going up the stairs. So every time I walked past that thing, its eyes light up red, and it would roar, and I would scream bloody murder. And so Godzilla vs. Destroya, Burning Godzilla, he reminds me of that toy because his eyes are glowing red, so that kind of freaks me out a little bit. But I mean, that's me. Whatever.
That's all right, banana.
Mr. Hammock.
I don't ride the banana hammock all day. I don't remember any like kaiju really freaking me out besides like Gaios and the newer Gaios, one of the Heisei Gamma movies.
Those are pretty scary.
Yes, dude.
Yeah. But in Jurassic Park 3, when I was in the theater watching with my dad, seeing the Spinosaurus kill the T-Rex, that creeped me out. I don't know why, but the neck break freaked me out. It was really cool, but I thought about that for a long time. I was like,
pretty brutal.
It was like disturbing.
Really brutal.
Yeah. So I don't know why, but that always kind of stuck with me. I love Spinosaurus, but I was like,
I always thought that was more sad than anything because, like, I was a huge, Tyrannosaurus fan. It's like seeing him die. I was like, no. know.
The king of the dinosaurs getting just
Yeah.
brutally just.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
it was just I don't know. As a kid, it was just really weird seeing. I didn't like it.
Yeah,
I don't
because
know,
you
I
expect the T-Rex to just win every fight, but then he
Mhm.
you know, he loses right there, and it's like, oh my god, who's this new guy?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of, oh my god.
Yeah. All right, Samson, what you got?
So on my end, growing up as a okay, sorry, my mom's about to come in the room. I can hear her. She's talking on the phone to my nephew. Anyway, so I have an irrational fear of water, and one of the first movies I grew up with, one of the mini VHS tapes I had was Godzilla versus the Sea Monster. So I always thought Ebirah freaked me out a bit since he does. I mean, you get to see he eats people, like when he stabs the
Yeah.
people and then he like eats them. He's just this big menacing thing that just keeps everybody. As an adult now, I'm like, oh god, he is a pretty big threat. He eats people. He keeps them in fear on the island. So, and just the way they made a lobster just bulking and blah, it was in that screech. That actually kind of freaked me out. As an adult, I'm like, that's what I was kind of. That was scary, but in terms of kaiju, yeah, I felt like that was a big threat because also the menacing sea, the storm, the giant claw. Yeah, a lot of visuals for a 4-year-old to take in. You know, just saying.
Yeah, that's all right. Adrian, what you got, man?
Honestly, I'm gonna say the original Godzilla because up to that point, I haven't really seen. Up to the point where I saw the '54 film, I only saw Godzilla versus Megalon and King Kong versus Godzilla. And Lord knows Godzilla's not scary in any of those movies. But then when I first saw the '54 film, I was like, "Oh, this is what Godzilla's supposed to be." Because my aunt introduced me to Godzilla. And when I first watched, I was like, "Oh, this is kind of scary. This is Godzilla. This feels right." So I have to say the original Godzilla is what really freaked me out as a kid. I think I saw that when I was, I want to say 8 or 9. I think when I first saw the original Godzilla. So yeah,
Okay.
that whole vibe of that movie and how Godzilla looked at as well really frightened me as a kid.
Nice. I myself, this was actually one of the films that I watched first, and I till this day it still kind of freaks me out. I can watch it a little bit better, but the Chakras or the sea louse from '84, like that
Oh
freaked me the
yeah.
hell out
Yeah.
all the time, dude, all the time. Like I would hide and everything and wait for that scene to be done so that I could actually watch the movie. Because I mean, what that thing did to those members on the boat, like it was creepy, dude. And then it just like slowly crawling up his body, you know, waiting for the pinchers, like, whoo, like crapping my pants. Like I was like, no, sorry. So yeah, that is my scary kaiju. So, but on to number 2. All right. What movie or episode overall was the scariest you've seen? As a whole.
What do you mean movie? Like Godzilla movie, kaiju movie,
Kaiju movie, Ultraman's episode, series, Gamera, you know, use your imagination.
I'm inclined to go with Matango because Matango
Okay.
is just a freaky movie.
Yeah,
Keeping
it
it
is.
PG here. But and I cannot remember the name of the episode, but there's an episode in Ultra Q with a giant spider, and it's very Alfred Hitchcock. And I'll have to look at daggone. I'll have to look up the name of the episode, but it's in Ultra Q, and it's got this gigantic spider that just goes around eating people, and it's really, really unsettling.
Aaron, what you got?
I think I gotta go with Matango just because it's so like you watch that movie and it's just so unsettling. It's like because if you've seen a bunch of other, usually that movie's not the kind of movie you watch first. So then you've by the time you actually watch the movie, you've seen a bunch of other Toho movies, other kaiju
Yeah.
movies. So then you watch this thing going, you go into it expecting the same kind of thing, and then it's just not. It's kind of surreal. it's really the way they sound too is like the way my nightmares sound. It's just I gotta go with that just because it's so terrifying. It's like to me, like the vibe of it, just the surreal vibe it has. It
Mhm.
sort of reminds me, it's like a classic movie version of Silent Hill before Silent Hill was even a thing.
Okay.
It was episode 9 of Ultra Q, by the way. It was an episode called Baron Spider.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Episode
I think
9.
I know
episode
exactly
9.
what you're talking
Okay.
about.
Yeah.
I remember I was wanting a figure of that before there was ever figures of Kumonga. They had like the blister pack figure of that spider from the Ultra Q.
All right, Kim, what do you got?
I'm gonna have to steal Michael's answer and say Matango, because that just didn't the costumes in there look really creepy, and then even the human characters, even when they get possessed by the Matango or whatever, they just like the creepy. So going with that.
Right on. Cody?
I'm gonna go with the Ultraman Ultra 7 episode with Alien Pegasa. It's really cool, and it's like very scenic. It's very beautiful. They had a different director do this episode and another episode, I believe, but it's very unsettling because he's kaiju sized, but he also is like human sized, and there's just really nice shots of like him and the alien just sitting there, like they look like they're playing chess, but they're not. They're just like sitting there, like staring at each other, and it's unsettling. It's a really good episode, but it's very unsettling.
Nice, like it. Samson.
Well, I think we can all agree that Godzilla's Revenge is pretty terrifying in itself, but no. I have a very limited number of answers I can give. The first part of the original Rodan was unsettling to me with the Meganula. The whole scene, like with the guy telling a story about being down there in the mines and what happened to what he saw. Just him recapping and telling all that, and just the situation with those giant mutant beetle worm bug things. That's pretty. Yeah. That's pretty freaky if you think about it. If you took if we made something like that in modern day, that would be a freaky scene. A modern day horror movie with like kind of the same story.
What? Also, I love
that's just the
fanciest of cats.
Oh god. Adrian, what do you get, man? Oh, did you see Leslie's comment to you?
I did.
I guess he's just watching out for you, so.
Oh my god, Sean John.
I saw Leslie's comment, and all I have to ask him is, who's your daddy?
Oh, can't wait for a response. But while we wait, Adrian. What you got, Adrian?
Actually, I'm gonna have to say. Actually, Samson stole my answer. I actually was gonna say the original Rodan, because I saw the original Rodan pretty young too. So watching the Mega Nulov running around killing people were terrifying. Rodan coming out just murking everybody. The entire movie was terrifying. How he destroyed those planes. Rodan's look, he just looks so fearsome and scary. I'm not still Samson's answer. I'm saying Rodan.
I don't know. The 68 Rodan's a pretty scary costume too.
Yeah.
That's more
No, King Kong 62 outfit, the suit. That looked kind of
especially the drunk version. That's scary.
Oh, the puppet, come on now. All right, come on. I am actually going to piggyback on Kim and Michael and actually go with Matango. That movie is really freaky. Like, I think the freakiest thing that I remember or seeing that movie is that Phantom that actually came on the boat and he's like half turning into the one of the mushroom people. That was creepy. And just the overall vibe in that movie is just it's otherworldly. Like, it really is. Like, they went into a completely different direction when they did that. They wanted complete horror and everything, and they completely achieved it. And it till this day, it's still creepy. And I don't always watch it. Every once in a while I will, but man, it's something. So yeah. Definitely the creepiest.
I've never seen it.
What?
What?
Dude, you got Halloween. You gotta watch it.
You should
Perfect.
watch it. It took me
Perfect.
forever to watch it too.
I'm-
So I say
I'm
watch
gonna put it
it.
on too.
Dude, yes.
It's perfect. I watch the Universal the Universal monster movies, all the Hammer stuff, and specifically Matango. I love watching Matango, especially around this time of year.
And I see that Leslie has made a response to you, Michael.
Well, Leslie,
So thank you, Kim, for stopping this.
for
Just
classing
doing
up
my
the joint.
duty as the queen.
Kim's here to class up the joint, and or I
Oh,
like to
definitely,
believe that
definitely.
it's just. I like to believe that Leslie just didn't have a good comeback, and that's why he's bowing out gracefully.
Oh,
Jesus.
can't wait for the next one.
Ooh, Leslie has a good one here. He was creeped
Cloverfield
out by
was weak.
Cloverfield and the Offspring.
Cloverfield.
That was a good.
I mean,
one.
I like Cloverfield.
Mhm.
I felt it was a different kind of creepy though, like more.
Yeah.
Like
It was like more of an unknown creepy than it, like to me.
I like that shaky cam kaiju. I wish they showed more of.
oh
more
god,
of
I
him, but,
hate
like,
that. It bugs the crap
I
out of
hate
me.
Oh really? I
shaky
liked
cam.
it. I
Oh,
liked it.
I just can't.
Felt like I was right there in New York City, man.
I don't know if you can consider it if it's big enough to be kaiju, but the really awesome Korean movie, The Host.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. That's a
That one's a good one.
That's a good one. Yeah.
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 I think
about,
the translation is Gwamel, Gwoel, or Mul. Gwamel is what they call that kaiju or whatever the beast, the big bass fish thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, tadpole, whatever.
Gwamel.
I mean, the Legion. I just watched Legion the other night, and the Legion aggregates, the little tiny. Oh my God, Samson, get out of here! The
Well, you
Legion
got homework, buddy.
aggregates are terrifying too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Big old
talk
just
about-
eyeball
I
I
right
was
there,
only
dude.
gonna mention that because like they all how they crawl all over camera. It's like
Mhm.
no.
Yeah. I was about to say that was a.
If I
And
saw
that-
it
and
when I
that
was
one
younger, I
really
definitely
scene.
would have picked that.
And that one part when he jumps out when we first see him and the train underneath. Oh my god, that creeped me out. I was like, holy,
Ooh,
could not believe that.
such a good
Oh,
trilogy.
Oh my
It
Yeah.
is.
It's my favorite.
god.
Leslie had another
Um,
comment. If you want to show it, Eric.
Yeah, let's see what he has to say.
This
Because
is-
in 1985, this spring like so.
Yeah, I have a good. I agree with Leslie. There was some definitely creepy moments in 1985 for sure.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I said the sea louse because I like that was
Yeah.
like way up here for me.
I've only seen that twice.
Oh my god, holy!
We gotta make you bring out the look fan against Samson. It's okay. I'll be in Georgia soon.
War of the Worlds with the
But I don't have any protection. This is just a holster. It's
okay.
no fun.
I haven't watched War of the Worlds in forever.
I know it's so
Yeah.
long.
It is
so
long.
Well, yeah.
Which
All right, on to
version?
number 3. All right, what foe put Godzilla in the scariest predicament?
Oh, bye, Adrian.
What do you think, Michael Hamilton?
I mean, the easy answer would be Destroya again, but you know what? Probably Mechagodzilla because
Mhm.
he basically caused Godzilla to go brain dead.
Oh, that I was like, which
93.
OG
Oh,
or
I'm sorry,
93?
Mechagodzilla 2. Mechagodzilla 2.
Yeah, the best
Oh.
Mechagodzilla.
Oh,
Excuse
no.
you, Mechagodzilla. Get some
It's not
recognition.
the best
finally. That's
Mechagodzilla,
right.
Cody, but it is an impressive Mechagodzilla. I like
could
Mechagodzilla
punch you
2
through
better
this
than I like
camera.
3.
Hold on. Yeah. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Ow, I'm sorry.
Audrey too, man.
As he says, Aaron, what do you
Well-
think?
So as soon as you asked that question, two kaiju immediately popped in my mind. One was Destroya,
Okay.
which Michael mentioned, and then the other one was Hedera,
Yeah, of course.
which
Okay.
which Leslie brought up. And I'm really struggling to pick just one, just because they put him in two different scary situations. With Hedera, he's like we talked about in our, I think it was one of the last few videos. he's really one of the first kaiju enemies who put Godzilla in a predicament where it felt like he might actually die, or at least he was putting him in some really big, like some actual danger. Because you could see in the movie Godzilla was realizing it himself too. He was learning to back off a little bit, be more cautious. So that must have been scary for him. But then with Destroya, it puts him in a situation where he doesn't necessarily care about his own safety. He cares about the safety of his son, and that's something even we, the audience, can relate to. Whether you actually have children or not, you know how much it means to keep your niece or just any child near you safe, and to be in such a vulnerable position where something arguably stronger than you is could take that child away from you it's really nuts to me. And he does that several times. It's 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 just such a sad situation, because um not only is Junior in danger of dying, Godzilla himself is dying, and it's heartbreaking to see that he doesn't actually care about that. He just cares about getting his son to safety. So actually, maybe I just convinced myself to say Destroyer. I'll go with that. It just
That's all right.
the parent
That was a
parent
long
child
tangent to get to one answer, but it works.
He had to convince
That's
himself.
just my brain. That's my brain.
Yeah, to
It's my
convince himself.
unicorn horn trying to guide me to the right area.
just wait for it to stop vibrating, and you'll know the path.
Oh, God. All right, Kim, what you got?
Michael and Aaron keep taking all the good answers.
Doesn't it suck not
Maybe
going
you can go
first?
next.
I guess to add to that, I guess King Ghidorah in 91, because when he has the neck, his Ghidorah's neck is wrapped around Godzilla's
when
neck.
he's
He's able
strangled.
foaming at the mouth.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That was a crazy scene.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
you don't really often see Godzilla foaming at the mouth, so that's a little off-putting and unsettling.
Okay, Cody. I mean, come on, like,
Hey, come on.
come
on.
Okay, I'll just go ahead and go. with that.
come
Just
on.
say Destroyer and move on.
No. Super Mecha Godzilla, man. He came in there, beat Godzilla up, and then he killed him. He blew his brains out and he paralyzed him.
Literally.
I feel
Oh
like
yeah,
if
he actually died there.
If Godzilla could feel emotion, which I don't know. Do they write him to feel emotion like that?
He literally cries in Godzilla versus Destroyer after Junior dies.
Okay,
Yeah.
but with Super Mecha Godzilla, does he experience fear? You never see Godzilla being fearful. He never runs or anything. But
Well,
I feel like if he's at death's door, seeing this giant Mecha Godzilla beat the shit out of him, I think that's the scariest predicament, because that's one of the few kaiju to actually kill Godzilla and straight up kill him. If it wasn't for plot armor, of course.
Yes, quite.
I'd say he has
That's
emotions.
quite-
He gets mad at Minya a lot.
He does.
I mean, he domestically abuses that child quite a
Oh,
bit.
God.
That's scary. That's
I
pretty
mean, he
scary.
deserves it. Good. He's the worst son. Baby Godzilla.
He's the worst son.
Well, he could have chosen not to adopt him, but he took on the responsibility because it's Godzilla, and we have to have a.
I mean, parenthood can be very scary.
It is scary.
That's why I don't want to be a parent.
Hey, man.
I'll
don't have
say
kids.
I've been a parent.
It's
to
on
this
another
Xbox
level.
for
It
quite some
really
time.
is.
Yeah, it is.
Nathan.
Well,
All right,
geez,
Samson, what do you
well,
got?
My answer, I was going to come out of left field, but Nathan, thank you. I was going to, the alien being / Orga. That was a pretty freaky, because you have this basically unstoppable force. The ship almost took Godzilla out several times. It absorbed his cells and turned into another living thing that could not be killed, at least on the outside. And then if it did get the chance to do its thing when it opened up its giant flap of a mouth, we could have had a clone, and that would have been a different kind of situation. But luckily, Godzilla found a way to defeat that. But yeah, the fact that we had a regenerating enemy that Godzilla kept having to try to blow up, and I mean that thing almost took out the whole grid. I mean the humans even said like, okay, all of Tokyo is going to be gone if we don't deal with this. So that being, which eventually turned into Orga, which also was indestructible. I was scared of that as a kid because that came out in theaters in 2000 and I was 9, so
me
I saw
too.
that as a kid. I mean, it's a menacing, ridiculous looking kaiju to begin with, so he posed a pretty good threat, I would say. Second answer, yeah, I'm gonna go with Hedra as a Showa guy, saying that there was a lot going on there with that movie too. But Orga was where I was going to go with that, the alien being / Orga.
Nice. Adrian, what you got, man?
I'm actually gonna say Hedora. I'm not sure who else said it. I know Rhonda said it in the chat, but I'm gonna say Hedora because the entire movie, the first time you watch it, you don't
said it.
Anyways, the entire movie, we don't know how Godzilla is going to defeat Hedorah. When he first comes to the city, Godzilla just kind of does his thing. He's like, "Oh, he's not getting hurt by this." And then Hedorah gets to the city, makes Godzilla choke on his own air, and it's like, "Wait, what? Godzilla's actually hurt? Like really, really hurt?" And Lord knows when he got stuck in that pit, I still don't know how he got out of there.
We also don't know what all was in that.
We know exactly what was in that, and I'm sure Leslie can say it in the chat. But
I always try to protect people by not mentioning it, but
good job, Samson.
But yeah, like this, like everything that was Hedorah is just scary to me. The whole predicament with Godzilla trying to defeat Hedorah was scary. So I'm gonna have to say Hedorah.
Okay. So several of you took my answer, so I'm going to change it so we don't just keep doing the same one. I'm actually going to go human this time, and I'm going to go with the anti-nuclear energy bacteria that they use on Godzilla in '89. Literally, that would have killed him if he didn't have a chance to get away. With what they did with them upping his temperature, with him fighting Bylante and everything like that, like. If he wouldn't have, been able to kind of scurry away and kind of get his head into water, that stuff would have ate him alive from the inside out.
Yeah, definitely.
Realistically. So I'm going to go with that. My first one was Mechagodzilla 93 just because of what he did to him. But yeah, I'll go with the anti-nuclear energy bacteria.
What is it about Heisei Godzilla almost dying all the time?
It's edgy, bro. He has to be healed to almost die.
Yeah, he's
the
edgy
90s.
guy.
Raw. Steel chairs to the head.
Good
stuff.
It's to show that Godzilla laughs in the face of death.
The 90s were edgy, that's why.
Oh,
That is true.
That's very true.
Oh my goodness.
Nirvana, Godzilla. Yeah, it was a pretty edgy time.
See, the Monster Mercs Mechagodzilla looks like a toy. Ain't no one scared of that. Get Leslie out of here.
No, but the way he beat the brakes off of Godzilla was scary.
Yeah, but
it was pretty impressive.
That beam battle though was pretty scary. It was so crazy to me when I was watching that. It was like a wrestle. I was like watching a boxing match at home. I was like, oh my god, they did the beam battle. Oh my god, Godzilla lost. And then he has the mark, and it was just like, it was terrifying.
Like,
oh my god, he's gonna die.
I would love to watch this fight with Jim Ross's like reactions from wrestling. Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Smashing his head everywhere and stepping on him. Like, I would love that. Like,
that would be hilarious.
I mean, to be fair, in Godzilla versus Kong, Godzilla does show actual fear. Because when it's got that zoom in close up,
the
reflection of Mechagodzilla in his eye, that is supposed to be fear. Like Godzilla knows he is going to die in that moment.
Yeah, he did.
Very true. Mm-hmm. Very true. Awesome. All right, on to number 4. What form of Godzilla, King Ghidorah, or Mechagodzilla is the fiercest? And we're gonna switch it up, and Samson, you can go first.
What?
You were just complaining. Now your wish is my command.
Fiercest with Godzilla, it's going to be GMK for me because I mean we all kind of know the reason why. King Ghidorah, I'm going to go with 91 because that's the most menacing and fierce looking of all of the Ghidorah iterations, and Mechagodzilla. Ooh, fiercest. Fiercest. Well, we can absolutely just push 93 to the very bottom of all being.
Just round.
Just shove it way down.
That doesn't even make sense. It doesn't make sense. Makes sense, Leslie.
Make it make sense.
I'm going to go with 75 because honestly, that one is more menacing than the other. I mean, you could say that Kiryu or the monster. No, oh, what am I saying? That's black. Never mind. Let's just count that out too. I like 75 a lot because the menacing brow, the glowing orange eyes, the ridiculous big finger rockets. I like 75 Mechagodzilla best when it comes to fierce. But if we're talking about looks in general, that's how I'm going to base it, not by the biggest threat. So if it's fierceness, that's where I'm going with those answers. GMK, 91 Ghidorah, Mechagodzilla 75.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right, Cody, you're next, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Fiercest Godzilla. I don't want to say GMK because it is GMK. You know what? Final Wars. Because he's just an axe murderer.
Yes.
He is the epitome of a Halloween slasher Godzilla. Done.
Dude, he can shoot
Next
stuff in
enemy.
space with pinpoint accuracy.
Mhm.
If that's not
he's
fierce,
like,
Oh,
He did stuff on him. You're right.
yeah, definitely Godzilla. Ghidorah, Planet Eater Ghidorah, because that was just like a menace. You know, that was an intergalactic menace. So he needed to go. He's pretty fierce.
Okay.
And then Mechagodzilla, honestly, 74, because he's just, I don't know, he's like the original. He looks so mean and he's so evil, and he comes out, he's just blowing everything up, missiles out of everywhere. It's definitely 74 Mechagodzilla.
It's very true. Okay. Kim, what you got?
All right, so for Godzilla, as far as looks, I'd say the fiercest form is Shin Godzilla.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh, man, I don't
King
know.
Ghidorah, I'm gonna have to say 91. He looks the fiercest there. Or no, I take it back. Rebirth of Mothra 3.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, dude.
Yes.
Yes.
Dang it! Darn you!
You
Kim,
just
for
got
stealing
like
my
all
answer.
three of us like just excited.
I'm the one with the cool answers now.
But yeah, dang, you took my answer.
Yes, you took mine too. Dang it.
Oh my god, yeah.
All right, and for Mechagodzilla, I'm gonna have to say Kiryu because it's kind of like a good mix of 75 or 74, sorry, and 93. So I think that's a good mixture, Kiryu. So yeah, those are my answers.
Nice. All right, Aaron.
All right, for Godzilla, I'm gonna go against the grain here and say 55, just because that dude was just on some other stuff.
Ooh,
Love you,
He
Aaron.
was,
I like it.
My favorite
He was-
anime girl.
yeah. Let me. Here, let me do this.
Oh my god.
Yeah, 55 though, for real, because he's just like the most. You could say GMK or Shin are like the scariest, but then 55, what just had this rawness to him, where he was really going after Anguirus in a way later Godzillas don't really do it the same way. Like they were fighting like animals, and I really liked that.
Yeah.
He was
That's just
crazy.
because they didn't slow down the film.
Which was
That's
perfect.
the way it's
though.
supposed to be, because it's gold, Samson. Gold. Like
And
me,
then for
potassium.
Ghidorah, I think I gotta go with shoot, I was gonna say 2019, but let me go against the grain again and say Kaiser Ghidorah, just because that guy was kind of his demon roar, just the fact that he was straight up, he wasn't just killing Godzilla. Like he not only was he killing probably arguably the most powerful Godzilla, he was also draining his energy and becoming stronger. And if the humans didn't kick in and stop it, he would have been even crazier. So I'll go with Kaiser Ghidorah. And then for Mechagodzilla, 74, just because the way he came in, the way he, again with Anguirus, I don't know why they use Anguirus to really show off how
Poor Anguirus.
Strong he is.
how
Not
strong
saying
everyone
much,
else
is it?
Someone's got to get it.
Yeah, but no, it was just the way he came in was just to like kid me. It was just like I don't even know how to explain it. It was just like, wow, that's kind of wild, and it's not very articulate of me, but just for my gut reaction is just to say 74. Just
Mhm.
yeah.
Mhm.
Nice.
Even I admitted it. It's okay. All right.
All right, Michael, what you got, man?
Okay, for Godzilla, it's easy. 1967 for Son of Godzilla. For
Get out of here, dude.
Ghidorah.
Get out of here.
For Ghidorah,
Mute.
it's
Mute.
it's GMK. It's G.
Oh no, it's the Dorax, bro.
We're just
Oh my god, Michael him trolling.
Well, I have to go. I have to
Poor
go
Garrett.
with. I'm gonna give a real answer in a minute, but for my real Mechagodzilla answer, it's got to be MonsterVerse Mechagodzilla. Come on, guys. I mean, I'm joking. I'm joking about that.
We got a lot of votes here, Michael. I don't know,
All right,
man.
all right, you heard it.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
The comments
Fans
section-
want it. We gotta give what the fans want, man.
Hashtag cancel Michael.
Oh my god.
Okay. Godzilla 1991, because I can't say GMK, even though GMK is a badass. I can't see GMK. There's Shin. All the other good ones are taken. So I'm gonna go with 91 because that is the best Heisei Mechagodzilla. 1991 from King Ghidorah. Kim already stole mine. Ghidorah from Return of Mothra 3 because he kidnaps children and it's terrifying. And Mechagodzilla 1975 because I like the alterations to that suit to make it look more fearsome.
Okay. Adrian, what you got, man?
So this could be a little bit of my bias. I had a few answers in mind. Y'all already said GMK, so obviously I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna have to go with 1984 because this the blank stare that Godzilla has. He just looks just evil, and I always compared
Or drunk.
I always compared the 1984 Godzilla with a bridge between the Showa era entering the Heisei era, and just every time you just look at me, it looks so fierce and evil. And the entire movie, he's just an unstoppable force. They almost didn't stop him, honestly. For King Ghidorah, like Kim said, we brought from Mothra 3 because that King Ghidorah didn't come and play. That King Ghidorah didn't play any games. That King Ghidorah came in, kidnapping children, pretty much almost killed Mothra the first fight. So I'm definitely have to go with that. And for Mechagodzilla, I'm gonna have to say 74 because he broke poor Aggie's mouth. Godzilla was bleeding all over the place, and he pretty much kicked King Caesar off the fight after his little rotation head thing.
Yeah.
So those are my three.
Nice, man. All right,
Eric, I don't want to steal your thunder, but I gotta change my answer on the Ghidorah. I completely forgot about the first rebirth of Mothra with Death.
Oh, you want Death Ghidorah?
Death
All
Ghidorah.
right.
How can I not? That roar,
Okay.
the best roar in all of kaiju lore. Can't beat it.
Okay.
I respect
I
that.
like it.
I hope I didn't take your answer.
I know exactly
No,
what
I
you're
kinda
talking
hope I
about.
No, I'm gonna go. Well, I was gonna go with GMK, but like I said, I'll switch it up because it seems like the general consensus. I'm gonna go with 89 actually. It's my second favorite suit. That I think that suit is almost perfection. Just the look. Wait, even with just closed mouth, he just looks fierce with the teeth hanging over his lip and everything. Like it's just phenomenal. It really is. I absolutely adore it, and it was nice to see like what he transformed from 84, 85 to 89. Like it was awesome. Like they you could just see them kind of progressing, from that one, and then it ended up on 89, and then obviously through the Heisei, just kind of tweaked it here and there as it went on. But yeah, I thought 89 was just awesome. And then King Ghidorah, like Michael said, I'm gonna go with Rebirth of Mothra 3, Grand Ghidorah. I thought he's
just absolutely menacing. He was so powerful, and just his look. His look is sleek and it's awesome. It really is. And like you said, he kidnaps kids, man. What kaiju does that? Like kidnaps a whole bunch of kids, puts them in a bubble, and just later on gonna eat them, or just make them dissolve. And then I'm gonna go for Mechagodzilla. I am gonna go with the MonsterVerse Mechagodzilla. I'm sorry, but like that beating he gave Godzilla, like I said, put Jim Ross on there, and you have gold right there.
What?
I'm sorry, man. He whooped him bad, and I didn't like watching it. Honestly, I was like, "This is bullcrap."
No, I'll give you that.
really
I'm like,
was,
this is making Godzilla look like a punk. He ain't no punk.
Yeah, exactly. Like I didn't like it at all. It made Godzilla look weak, even though he's supposed to be the most powerful Godzilla iteration, or at least one of them. And he whooped him around left and right, and he had no chance. So I just have to go with that.
The thing was made of train cargo cars. Sure. It's just, who called the cops?
What?
Anybody hear that?
No.
Yeah, I live in the hood, bro. What's up? I got a mortgage. What's up?
Anyways, on to question 5. All right, this one might be a hard one for some of you because some of you haven't seen a lot of this stuff.
Okay.
But we're putting it in there. In the Ultraman series, which kaiju is the most terrifying?
I need to go first. Before someone steals it.
I'm gonna steal it. I'm gonna steal it.
Okay,
I need to go first before somebody steals it. Okay, I'm gonna go with Beliudra from Mega Monster Battle Ultra Fight Galaxy, the movie. That is that gigantic,
devilish, with all the monsters.
The gigantic devilish amalgamation that comes at the end of that movie is awesome.
Nice, man. I like it.
Is it really called all those things? Jeez, how do they put that on screen?
There's supposed to be 100 monsters into one.
Yeah, it's like
wow.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'll just. Who wants to go next?
All right,
I'll go
go.
next.
It's Alien Pegasa again with those beautiful shots, those beautiful unsettling shots. Those are good episodes. I gotta see who directed those, or who did like whatever with them.
Anybody else have an answer right now?
I'll have to say Boten. Because, I mean, I haven't watched a whole lot of Ultraman, but when I did watch that Boten episode, he was just creeping around that whole episode. So I'm going to say him.
All right. I guess I'll go next.
Yeah, just
I'll let the other three think a little bit more because, like I said, there's a few that are
if
pretty
you've never
green
seen
with
it, it's okay,
Ultraman
just
yet.
a minute,
So.
and we'll make fun of you, and we'll get it over.
I'm actually gonna go with the mummy from episode 12, The Cry of the Mummy. That mummy is just weird looking, like it really is, and it's creepy to me. Like he's just got big eyes and just I don't know. There's just something about him, and then they had to take him down by shooting him, which I don't know how it hurt him, but whatever. But yeah, I just thought it was creepy. He moaned and stuff like that, and just moved weird. I don't know. It was a creepy episode, so I'm gonna go with the mummy.
Stay hydrated, Gonzalo.
I got my answer.
Okay,
I think the
Aaron,
most
you can go.
terrifying one is I don't even know his name. Is Raptor Godzilla? I don't like the guy with the frills.
Jirus? Why do you like Jirus?
Yes,
Oh,
that guy's
Jirus.
terrifying. No,
Jirus.
I'll explain why he's terrifying because he was getting beat on so bad that I was terrified for him. He got his thing ripped off, his shrilly shriek. He got his
frill.
Not
his frill. Samson, get your head
Oh,
out.
thank God!
Not his thing.
There's a lady present, Samson. Jeez.
Yeah, jeez.
Jesus.
I said what?
That's why he's terrifying. I'll go with him.
Okay, I have one.
All right.
Okay.
Pigmon.
Pigmon
He
is
just looks
pretty
so-
terrifying.
He just looks
He's
so
so good.
weird and creepy.
Oh,
Like,
he's
what
so
is that?
cute. He's so cute. He just goes like this all the time. Yeah, he just goes like that. He wants high fives for everybody.
All right, Samson, you're last, man. I gave you a lot of time.
Of course I am. This is hard for me because I've never seen any Ultra anything.
Shame
Hey,
on
Michael,
you.
that's actually.
I just know. I mean, I know there's
Fun
kaiju.
of
I know
them.
there's toys. What's the name of the like red evil looking Ultraman? That's the devilish looking
Belial?
one from Belial. Is that how you pronounce it? There's like a huge
Belial?
version of that from one of the later Ultraman movies. Like he's all like jacked out and super.
Oh, Kaiser
That's
Belial. Yeah.
Or whatever it's called. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
one that I can think of that's
Okay.
kind of terrifying off the top of my head, just from
Mhm.
seeing pictures and toys and stuff of that. So that's what I can say with my limited knowledge.
Like I said, it was a little bit harder one just because I knew some of you didn't haven't ventured into that little territory yet, but definitely you
I
should
got you.
at least venture into a couple of the series early on. So just
Just a little bit.
I have it. It's just not been watched yet.
man, you got a lot of homework.
You do.
Holy buckets.
You call
I didn't even
yourself a
do it in
fan?
school.
Jeez.
You expect me to do it in my adulthood? Come
Yes.
on.
yeah, yes.
Yes.
All right. Here's a fun one.
Oh God.
It comes up. Creepiest collectible!
Yay!
I mean,
All right,
yeah.
so this is
That we
the
own or like
portion
that
that-
we want?
That we
Yeah,
own,
that-
or just that, we've
you
seen?
own.
That
you
I
own.
okay.
Oh, that we
That you
own.
I need
own.
some-
What is
I
your
need some-
Because I
creepiest
can
collectible you
definitely
have?
think of the creepiest one I've seen, and that one just recently
Audrey.
came out.
Oh, shit.
Kaiju Live, Audrey, of course. Glow in the dark.
Okay.
Beautiful.
I don't really
Might
have
have some,
any.
probably
Are
not.
we going in any particular order? Because
I guess
I don't really
oh,
Cody
I got
will go
one.
first since he had this first one out. So, Cody,
Yeah,
you
I
go
don't-
first.
okay. Who, me?
No, Cody,
Oh, Cody.
Oh,
you go
I'm
first. Since you got
definitely
yours
gonna have to
already.
go with Audrey too, the Kaiju Live version, the pink
Nice.
glow in the dark,
Mhm.
Little Shop of Horrors. I've never seen the movie, but I love this, so I'm gonna. Oh, I'm full screen. Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Oh my god! Oh yeah, I love me some
Awesome.
Audrey. The mouth opens, but it's real loose. I'm not gonna do it. But it does. But no, it does.
Nice. All right, who has theirs ready next?
Oh, I do.
Okay.
I mean, since we were talking about him at the beginning of the stream,
Did it destroy
this is
ya?
creepy. This is the creepiest thing I have. I used to have a NECA Shin Godzilla figure, but I sold it, so it's no longer in my
Okay.
possession. So this is the creepiest thing I have right now.
Nice.
Okay.
Yay!
Oh, speaking of Shin, this is mine. And I don't let anyone tell you different. I spoke these things into existence. This is a
He did.
gigantic Depo reel.
This is
Shin
the only
Godzilla.
man.
You're
that
with Leslie
actually-
right there,
And
man.
he's scary
Yeah.
because he's got a big fat head and these bulging eyes. That's why, you know what?
Playmates.
That's why I put sunglasses on him, because I don't want him looking at me when I'm sleeping. I got him like that.
Oh my god. Oh,
He has a pair of pit vipers, bro.
Oh my god.
All right, I'll agree with you, Leslie. I'll agree with you on
Dude,
that.
I agree
All right.
100%, dude. They're all just
Trash.
Oh yeah, Omega Base is trash.
oh god.
They should just
Some
stop
people like
making
them.
Omega Base.
Did
No
not
one wants to
stand
buy that
Omega
crap.
Beast.
Adrian, you got yours ready, man?
I'm not dragging that thing up here. It's Violenti.
Oh, okay.
It's just 25 centimeter Violenti. She's already downstairs. I'm not gonna make it back in time to go get it, but that thing's probably the
Fine.
creepiest thing I have.
Jeez. All right, Michael, what do you got, man? You got anything?
You know what? I don't actually have any creepy collectibles.
No.
I don't have anything
Really?
that really is creepy. But I will say this: since Leslie is in the chat, I'm gonna have to say my cutest collectible is this
Oh, Lord, here we go.
giant
Here we go.
Collect All Monsters. Shameless plug, although I'm not a part of that crew. Shameless plug for Collect All Monsters. Go watch their show. Fantastic.
How much are they paying you, Michael?
Oh, hey, you know what's
There's a
really scary?
mole. There's a mole.
You know what's really scary is if we got Omega Beast to sculpt one of those guys.
I just want Omega
I bet
Beast
he'd
to do
love
a
that.
good sculpt, period, let alone do something like that.
Mhm. Here. All right, Samson, you ready, man?
All right. Yeah, I had to kind of look at what I had. None of my stuff is really creepy because I don't have many like deformed style figures or anything.
Okay.
But I'll just let me see. Let's back up. Yeah, I'll have to go.
Okay,
Oh,
Samson
no.
busted her out.
Oh, that's my boy, Samson. There you go.
I'll go with this big bad girl right here.
There
She
you
is
go.
pretty creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the mere size of her, her in general, who can't think that this isn't a big creepy kaiju?
Yeah. Most
Oh, you make me
definitely.
miss
Sorry,
mine.
buddy.
Dude,
Okay,
same.
my arms are getting tired. No,
She's
So-
beautiful, man. She's
She is
beautiful.
beautiful.
Look
She's
at that.
Oh
gorgeous.
yeah,
Ouch.
she's not that heavy.
The,
Yeah,
the vines on yours look more dynamic than
Why
what
is
I
that?
had before.
Yeah, mine.
Really?
were
It's
more
like they
inward
look
facing.
more. Yeah, like mine looked more stiff than that.
Dude, I wonder if there was a reissue issue
Well-
because I swear to God, the amount of times I've commented on someone's Biolante being like, "Why do your vines look different? Why do your vines look different?"
Right.
mine
Samson's
is
does look
the,
different.
Mine
Mine
is
don't
the
look like that either.
mine's the very original Japanese release. If that means anything. So-
Oh, I had the bluefin version. they
Yeah,
reissued.
same here. That's what it is.
But over time,
yeah.
this one right here, this guy, just the straight out one, that is supposed to be like way up here. But over time, it does droop.
It looks better
you
like
know,
that,
What
though.
happens with guys? So you know.
I was trying to behave. Believe me, it was on my mind, but I didn't say it. So Cody, thank you. Yeah, I agree. I like it more outward too because it's like I'm coming to get you, Godzilla, pointing straight out,
Gotcha.
and I just love the mouth open,
Ooh.
close.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's
Awesome.
articulated.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Nice.
So
I have a
Christmas
couple-
is coming. You can send that my way. My address is 122.
I'm gonna go hide this now.
I'm with Leslie. I'm waiting to see the Spiral Gigantic GMK. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, like that's gonna
Ugh.
top the X Plus.
Oh,
I'm
that
sorry,
thing is
but,
gonna be
like,
so sick.
that thing is gonna be just amazing.
Dude,
It is.
Amazing.
Oh yeah.
the gigantic GMK is very underrated. That is such a dope sculpt.
Yeah.
It's underrated because it's
That is true.
Well, it's creepy. It's. I'm a stickler for kind of accuracy, so I admit I'm not really fond of the gigantic GMK myself.
Okay, what's up? It's
I'm
so
gonna
cool.
say that it's probably the ugliest of the gigantics out there.
Terrible.
The
Terrible
gigantic
response.
GMK that's currently active.
You're very wrong, and it's okay to be wrong.
I'm
You're
very
so
wrong.
confident with it.
It's okay to be
It's probably
wrong.
the ugliest gigantic. I mean, out there.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it's got
I kind of have to agree with Michael,
spice to it.
honestly.
It's a spicy ugly.
It's not the worst
Uh-huh.
though when the 99
It's true.
exists.
Hey, that's it. Hey,
The 99 is supposed to be the.
I'm not saying it's- I'm not saying it's a bad figure. It's just kind of a
Especially the
weird
rip.
gigantic.
It's dirty. It's dirty. That's all I'm
I do
saying.
have a second contender for creepiest in my collection, which
Okay.
is my
Ooh,
Yuji Sakai
yeah,
shit
I am
that I
going to
got.
rob you.
Ooh, yeah.
Nice.
Because of how just the scale of it, the big old tail, just everything about it, the translucency of it. It's pretty accurate, creepy sculpt of this guy for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
The colors look so beautiful on that thing. Oh my god.
Right.
The Rick is the way to go if you can get it because the translucent red vinyl just enhances the look of it.
Hey,
Yeah,
I mean,
it seems
people
like it's
have been
glowing.
selling those things like crazy lately.
I got
Big money.
super
For big
lucky.
money.
Somebody sold it for like $550, and I was able to snag it.
Nice.
Because I know these things can go for like 1,000, which I'm like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
that's getting
Yeah.
into like
Never
silly
pay that.
territory at this point. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
come on.
So me and Eric got some gigantics coming in January.
yeah, that's
Can't
all right.
wait.
Oh, I should have figured
Yeah.
this is what you were
Oh,
going
he
with.
got that.
So
Oh,
this
you
is
got
this
that.
is mine. This is my
Yep.
creepy.
Hell
Oh yeah, I
dude.
love that thing.
Oh,
Oh, man.
nice.
Someone
Is that
said,
so much bigger than I thought it was? That's,
Ugh,
Oh
I
yeah,
love
dude,
it.
it's beefy.
said
I
big
want
boy.
it. Sell me it.
Yeah.
Right now on the street.
I mean, what are we
Eric
seeing?
likes
So
them
on
beefy,
the
that's for
right
sure.
thigh, we're seeing exposed muscle. We're seeing his ribs. We're seeing is that his small intestine down below?
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Looks like it, yeah.
What about
yeah.
the mouth? We got anything ridiculous going on with the mouth other than half his brain? Dang, man.
Oof.
Yeah, that's dirty.
Is that a
That
glowy
was
too?
definitely creepy. I
It
think
It
that
is a
wins.
glowy
glowy?
too. Yeah.
That wins.
Oh, you can
Oh,
see his
okay.
bone on the shoulder. Wow, they went all
Oh my
out on this
goodness.
guy.
It did.
I love that skin texture.
They
You
got
can
any
even see his
rotting flesh
muscles in
anywhere?
his- His tail too.
Reminds
So,
me
yeah.
of salmon. I want some fish
Oh
now.
god, you're gross.
Oh, now I'm hungry.
So yeah, that's my creepy little collectible.
Good answer. For one that I don't have, I was gonna say, but I didn't know if that was an option. That new that GMK figure we're seeing with the overly extended mouth.
Oh, the nag.
Oh, the
Oh,
knife.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
that-
yeah,
It looks like
That's
John
dirty.
Carpenter's The GMK. It's like, what is going on with that thing?
So
Oh, he doesn't
Leslie
like
doesn't
your
like
answer,
Oh,
Michael.
that's
Oh.
2019.
That's
Not
interesting.
bad.
You don't
I
like
would've thought you would get
blueberry.
that.
I mean,
Okay,
I would honestly take that blue 2019 over a gigantic GMK any day. But you know,
I'll
that's
take
just,
the
Yeah,
blueberry over the burning red one all day, dude.
I agree.
This new 2019 is the best 2019. Don't let
I don't
anyone
wanna
tell you otherwise.
I don't
Yeah,
want to
dude,
scare
that
any of you guys out there, but I do have this too.
Oh
Ooh.
yes.
Ooh.
I'm sorry. I said I don't want to scare any of you guys.
What have you done?
Is that the X
PTSD?
Plus?
You done,
PTSD.
Samson?
Yeah, this is the Rick version that comes with the original 30 centimeter 84.
that's a
This is-
big
this
freaking
is-
Rick too.
This is the
It
Rick
is.
piece that comes with it. It doesn't have the big spear through it, but I guess that's fine.
I don't think you're missing the spear that much. You got the
It's a
thing
big
as
Rick
well.
No, it's cool on its own. That was what the Rick was.
I got
for the
mine
84.
too, but mine's not put together yet. So
in due time.
Wait, I mean, put together, this was just straight up how it came.
no. This mine's a kit.
Yeah, so
Oh,
this
wait,
is
no,
Is
I
it
got
the
time
same
for that.
sculpt?
it's just better.
A little bit different. Like his tail and stuff like that is shaped differently.
Mm.
Right. I think yours looks a lot more accurate from the box.
So, but
How
yeah.
big is it supposed to be?
I'm honestly not even sure.
Is that the Zoe models?
Yep.
Eric? Is
Yep.
that what this? Yeah.
Yep. So I think it's pretty decent sized. But I don't know. All right, awesome. On to the next. Question 7. You ready?
Let's
we
do it.
What villain, if they survived, would have been the scariest to deal with?
Hedora.
Oh God. Imagine that.
I
Who
mean,
would
yeah.
have thunked it?
I
We're
mean,
gonna
I'm
get
gonna
a
go-
repeat of some answers up
He
in
would have
here,
kept just
but
evolving and getting bigger and eating pollution and eating people and killing cats. Killing cats is not cool, man.
Killing cats.
I like to
Cat
think
survived.
survive.
Kill cat. Cat killer.
there was a toddler in the mud too. So that was-
Yeah, but there's also a cat. Like,
Oh my god, because a cat percent. Never mind.
Well, Leslie
There's a lot
says
of
Guy
kitty
Ruff.
lovers
That's
out
a good
there.
answer.
That is a good answer, Leslie.
Yeah, he'd be eating people left and right, man. Like, geez.
Yeah.
Dude, I
Just
really
gobble
feel
up.
bad for him though, just because he reminds
Jan
me of
knows he should be bad
the
for it.
Ichiro Honda quote about how monsters aren't evil by choice. At least I don't think he was evil by choice. Like, because the way he was sitting,
What, was he?
no,
Like-
yeah, no, he was rude.
It's not the
Yeah, like,
monster.
he was
it's
straight
the
up
owner.
just-
I have other words for him. but I'm trying to choose
was
not.
he evil though? He was just hungry. To me, he just felt hungry because the way he was sitting. It's right before Sanda
Mhm.
attacked him with a
Abuses
tree.
him.
He was just sitting
Yep.
there, and he was just like you could when you could see. I think this is the only time you see him ever calm. And you,
yeah.
even though it just showed that he ate a bunch of dudes, I felt kind of bad for him because it was like, wow, this is the only thing. This
Thanks,
is the only
buddy.
life he knows. He can't stop doing this even if he wanted to. And I don't know. It was sad to me.
I mean, I always just took it as him being in a food coma.
That too.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
like-
probably all it was.
Yeah.
I'd be hungry too if I was made out of a massive amount of pot. So I mean, Rose got the munchies like crazy. That's what was wrong with him.
Dude.
He had the munchies to the max. And that woman was just
Munchies to the
obnoxious,
max.
so I'd eat that too.
Which woman?
The words get stuck
Oh
in
yeah,
my
that
throat.
went on for way too long. He should have ate her fast. No, he didn't eat her. He
No,
dropped
He
her.
wasn't
Yeah,
even
yeah.
hungry. He was doing that for the
Anyone
good
should
of
have been eaten, it
all.
was her.
He should have ate her. That's what should have happened.
Oh wait, did he not? I've seen.
No,
that
no,
No,
movie.
he didn't. He
dropped
dropped
her,
her. Yeah.
Honestly,
Well, that's a lot. But I actually am like, okay, that's good. She probably died a lot slower that way instead of being just eaten in one gulp. She was like,
All right, Adrian, what do you got, man?
actually, the scariest villain to deal with would have been Shin Godzilla. Because think about how much destruction Shin Godzilla did in his 2 or 3 days of existence. Not to mention he was also evolving right before he got frozen. Shin Godzilla would have been a handful to deal with if he would have stayed alive. Especially if they got his humanoid form. Lord have mercy.
think about that running around.
Yeah.
I wonder how many. I mean, because of how big he was, how many of those would his body have produced? Because that's ooh. Shiver.
Michael, what do you got, man?
I'm gonna go with GMK. If GMK would have lived, I know Godzilla's kind of a cop. Well, you've already said Shin Godzilla, Adrian, so Godzilla's a fair game now. So I'm gonna go with GMK.
Okay.
Runner up would be Orga, because a clone of Godzilla would be pretty terrifying.
Yeah.
All right, Aaron, what you got, man?
My mind wants to go to Destroyer for similar reasons as Shin, just because you leave them both. Like one thing I always wonder is if Godzilla wasn't there. Honestly, you could say this for any of the Heisei villains, or like honestly any, or lots of the movies. Like I always wonder if Godzilla wasn't there, what would they have done? I mean, I know they stopped him with the ice, but I feel like I remember reading somewhere where it wasn't just the ice that got him in the end. It was a combination of the ice plus the sudden extreme change in temperature when he hit the ground near burning Godzilla. That got him. So it was a sort of a combined effort. If Godzilla wasn't there, what would they have done? So I gotta go with him. Plus he's one of the few straight up evil kaiju. He's the devil, so I gotta go with him.
Yeah.
Okay. Kim.
I'm gonna have to agree with Helmy in the chat there about Pulgasori, because I think it's pretty scary to go without technology nowadays.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta watch that. I haven't seen it.
I know I haven't seen it either. Unfortunately.
Pulgasori gets bigger and stronger by eating a bunch of metal. So.
Oh dang.
Oh.
Ooh,
Holy
Leslie
crap.
dropping gems in the chat. I like that. I like that answer.
What we got here? I will also say Mickey Gears. I know the movie.
Dude, the black hole gun. That's
But
such a
I
good
also
movie.
thought
Oh
it
yeah.
was a dangerous. Yeah.
He was. Maybe it was definitely dangerous.
Especially with her swarm, like who knows?
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
I mean, that movie does have one of the scariest, freakiest scenes in the franchise when one of the Mega Nula eats the people in the alleyway.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I actually
Speaking
liked
of-
that scene. That was
So
crazy.
that's pretty unsettling next to the louse.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Speaking of swarms, that makes me think of Legion too. If they were allowed to just do whatever they
Oh
want.
no.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Cody, what do you got, man?
Hedora, bro. Hedora all day.
I forgot.
You're
adorable.
And
You're
evolve it
adorable.
and just
You're
consume all
adorable.
the
You're
population
adorable.
and all the pollution.
Yeah.
He would have been unstoppable. He
Oh,
almost
yeah.
took out Godzilla too if those humans didn't help out.
Those damn Homo sapiens.
Yeah.
Cody, I understand that because that was gonna be my first answer. I was like, nah, I'll go out of left field.
Yeah,
Forget it.
you knew.
I know.
Samson, what do you got, man?
Well, see, Michael kind of took my answer. He had one answer, and I was like, oh, thank God, he's not going to say what I'm going to say. But then he was like, but Orga is because many reasons. If he had gotten the chance to keep going, he could have been a clone of Godzilla, and also he could just keep regenerating. The army could do nothing to stop him until they learn how to destroy him from the inside out.
Mhm.
And also, maybe he could have possibly kept absorbing technology somehow with all his tendrils and stuff, and just wiped out technology. So a combination of Pulgasari and clone Godzilla. So it's like Destroyer and Pulgasari combined. It's just this giant mutant, massive thing that can absorb technology and just wipe out the planet and be unstoppable. So it's a threat in both ways. Is what I kind of feel.
Okay. I personally, I am going to go with the Heisei Gauss. I just think that thing reproducing all the time, and it's just straight up just hunting people everywhere. Like, you couldn't stop it. And they had a little teaser or whatever at end of Gamera 3 where you have that swarm of Gauss just coming. Like, how are you going to stop that, honestly? Like, not even, I don't think even Gamera, could have even stopped all that, honestly.
Was the end of that supposed to be the beginning of Gamera the Brave, or am I like?
It might as well have been.
It might as well. Technically, they're not the same timeline, but basically.
But you could have. I mean, it's loosely, but you kind of could have put them together, and it's kind of a continuation. But so, all right, sweet. On to the next.
Where are the hard questions, Eric? Come on.
What was the cruelest alien race? Now they're fun, man. They're fun.
That's a good question.
The cruelest?
You were saying, Michael?
Yeah, skip me for right now.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're not going to skip. You have a
I had to go first one time when I didn't have an answer. So, buddy, fuck up.
Definitely the Exilians from Final Wars. They want to use the humans as like.
Oh, you stole my answer.
They
stole everyone's answer.
Go first.
They gonna blame us. So, yeah, Final Wars Exilians.
Okay. Samson, you still thinking?
Yeah, I'm trying. I mean, they're all pretty cruel, but I'm trying to think of in terms of who is the cruelest.
So I'll go then. I'm actually going to say the Exilians from Monster Zero. I just thought that if they wouldn't have stumbled upon their kryptonite, I guess you could say, or their weakness, honestly, they would have taken over the Earth pretty fast. They had the technology, and everything, and they were smart. They were calculated. They planned out every little move they had, and it was going to plan. And honestly, like I said, if those humans would have stumbled upon this weird noise, we'd be slaves to them. So Cody said, I mean, the Exilians they're crazy, man.
Crazy.
They're crazy.
That's a tidbit. I guess I can go. I got mine. I'm going to have to say the aliens from the third black hole.
Okay.
Because Lord knows if Godzilla wasn't around, they were taking over the Earth with Mega Godzilla and Titanosaurus very easily. It wouldn't have been. We know what happened when Godzilla wasn't there. It would have been over quickly. So I'm gonna have to say the aliens from the aliens from the planet from the third black hole.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Nebulans from Gigan because, like our friend Nathan in the chat said, they literally took over dead human corpses.
Mm-hmm.
They could have moved up to not dead human. They could have killed people and done that. That's one thing to think about too. So freaky deakiness there. Well, Adrian just kind of the moment that I thought of my answer, you said it because I thought of like whose plan was menacing. When you see like the layout in especially Terror Mechagodzilla, where they place like over the Tokyo map, where you see like what they were going to do, just wipe out all civilization and just start from scratch with their own race. I mean, they were going to make humans extinct. They're planet destroyers. Like, I mean, that's kind of what all aliens thought process is, isn't it? But I like that answer as well because of knowing and seeing their layout made it especially kind of like come to fruition. Like, oh damn, look at what they're gonna do, man! They're gonna just take over the world. Well, just Tokyo, and then I guess the world. That's always just
okay.
Oh, Leslie.
Aaron, did you go?
So I did say the Final Wars Exilians, but I kind of want to change my answer to, if this counts, because he's a kaiju, whatever race the 2019 Ghidorah comes from. Just because thinking of how there might be more of him conquering other planets is kind of scary. The fact that he might not even be the strongest one of his race too, and the only thing that stopped him was Godzilla. He was pretty well on his way to conquering our planet too, and he would have done it if we didn't hit him with an atomic bomb. So that's pretty scary to me.
Do you think there was other ones out there?
I remember, I haven't read the novel, but supposedly the
Okay.
novel kind of goes into it about how he's like either his family or just other members of his race sent him to Earth for some reason. And I don't know what it is. If anyone's read the novel in the comments, feel free to correct me, but
Yeah.
I gotta read up on that too. But supposedly that's what's going on there.
Okay. Kim, did you go?
I mean, everyone stole my answers.
Yeah,
the final war
There's only a limited
Exilians.
amount of alien races. So it's
Yeah,
kinda
the
hard
final
to...
war Exilians was going to be my answer, and also the Nebulans, like our friend Nathan said. So yeah, those are creepy to me.
These
So we can
aren't
all kind of-
aliens, but I was gonna say these. I don't think these are aliens because I haven't watched the movie in a long time. But the cult from Planet Eater, they were needlessly cruel and manipulative.
I think they were aliens. I don't remember either. Jesus. I want to say they were aliens though.
I'm kind of surprised nobody said the Keylocks.
Look at the Keylocks.
I wouldn't say they're cruel. They're weird looking. But I wouldn't say they're cruel.
Yeah, like they wanted to
Those
live
space
in peace side by side with us. Like, I don't know if it's.
I don't know. They're kind of just like pale, blank, emotionless way of being, and just taking over people, and then the planets
Daniel,
with the controlling all the monsters. And if it weren't for the humans being able to stop them, they did more. Gigan, they controlled 2 monsters. Megalon, they controlled they just basically controlled 1 monster and then asked for help. Monster Zero, they controlled 3 monsters. So Keylocks actually had a lot more going on than we think about, with almost all 11 monsters in the entire film being controlled up until the end of the film.
But they said that if we leave them alone, they'll send the monsters back.
Yep.
We weren't going to do that, so think about it. I mean,
well, that's what I'm saying, is that would they actually have done that, or like were they just wanted to live in peace, but they just wanted a small piece of Earth to live on? You know, I don't know if that's necessarily being that mean, but I think they kind of took it a little too far, because obviously the humans pushed and they pushed back.
I don't know. Telling a guy to jump out a window to his death was kind of cool.
Yeah, that's a good point.
They're just making a point, okay?
Michael Hing had an interesting answer.
That's
the Mysterians.
This is true. I forget about the Mysterians way too
Oh
much.
yeah,
that was their motive.
Yes, it was, man.
They're the ones with Mogera, right? Or am I thinking of a different one?
No, that's with Mogera.
Yeah, it's Mogera.
The 57 Mogera. Okay, that's an interesting.
Yeah, I didn't even know that. I need to watch Mysterians still.
Oh my god. All right. On to the next. Question 9. Which human character was rotten to the core?
Odie got it. I'll go first.
Own it. I got it. Already. I got it.
Michael, you're going last. You're going last.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not, because I already
Samson,
know.
what do you got? What do you got, Samson?
Hang on.
Okay,
Samson's not ready. I'll go.
I'll go. I want to go first.
Fine,
Everybody
go.
steals my answers. Okay.
Do not know what you're going to say.
I know what you're gonna say.
I have an answer.
I know the same one I was gonna say.
I have an answer, but y'all are gonna come up with better ones. I'll be like, man, I like that one better now.
Okay, I am gonna say Koji Fujiyama, aka Onodara, from Gamera versus Barugan.
Yep.
You bearded.
Son of a-
He
I don't feel
was
bad
the one
'cause I
who
don't-
kills the brother and steals the gem or tries to steal the gem and all that stuff. Like,
I knew I
know
should
we
have come
talked
first.
about this. We talked about this,
Yep.
and dude, yeah, this guy is the lowest of the low. Hands down, beats everybody to the punch. This guy is trash.
He's scum.
All right, next
Scum in the
question.
earth.
We all have the same answer. Moving on.
Next question, we all have the same
No, I want to pick him too.
Don't.
Oh my god.
He is scum. I thought the guys from Godzilla, Martha vs. Godzilla were bad, but that dude, Jesus Christ.
Oh, those guys were just greedy.
Yeah, they were just money.
Yeah, they were greedy. That dude in Bill Gun is scum of the earth.
Oh, yeah.
He deserves his death.
terrible.
I'll take
That's
it.
why I want to go first because I knew
Jesus.
Michael had that same answer.
I was gonna say the same thing. That's why I knew what you were gonna say.
All right, does anybody have something else they want to say? I mean, it's endless. Like, there's a lot of characters in a lot of these films.
Ooh, Leslie has a good answer. Nelson's a dirtbag too.
That was my
Nelson's
second.
a dirtbag too.
Mhm.
I won't say it's the worst, but my favorite is the guy who buys Kong and wants to show him off in 1962. Tyrannic over the top guy.
Oh my god! Taco, yes! Holy crap! I absolutely love it.
He was just the embodiment
Banzai!
of jargon.
You know what? I've got another one. I got one more. I'm gonna say Russ Tamlin for the worst performance.
Oh
in
my-
the movie.
Thank you, Michael.
I think that wins.
Oh my
Oh
gosh!
God. And Leslie agrees.
There you
And
go.
Leslie agrees. I technically said it first. Dang it.
Ooh,
Dude,
Category.
that's a good one.
Category.
Let it
All
I
right,
liked
Samson,
him.
what do you
I
have?
cracked through a goose. That guy's cool. Why hate now? Get out of here.
That's funny
Come on,
that you
Sam,
said
you got
Ketting.
some.
I almost said that one, but then I thought a little bit further. I'm gonna go with the sunglasses wearing criminal from Godzilla's Revenge.
Oh, he's looting
Oh,
everything.
okay.
The bank robber.
Okay.
He was gonna kill. I mean, he was willing to kill the kid. He was gonna kidnap him, and then he was gonna kill him. And flat out, I mean, he was a jerk to his partner to the
Mhm.
max.
Yeah.
So
he's a
that
dirtbag.
guy's a pretty good contender, I would say.
Nice.
Pretty rotten, I would say.
Yeah.
And I'll also say I've never seen Godzilla vs. Paragon.
Gamma versus Bargain.
You poor.
What did I say?
You
Yeah,
poor
that.
deprived
That's a-
child. You poor deprived child.
Yeah, come.
What?
I know,
I got
clearly-
you, Samson. I got you.
Clearly,
you watch,
I-
man?
I got you. I'm
Holy-
going to Georgia. I'm bringing all my Gamma movies. I got you, Samson. It's okay. It's okay. I got you.
I've been
Ooh.
known to be the kaiju racist since I just stick with Godzilla and nothing else. That's just kind of how I've been known to be. Yeah.
I love how Leslie put me on game on this because Ogata is a dirtbag as
Not
well.
from 54.
Ogata is a dirtbag. No only know he was the side dude and still talk.
Oh, you know
He's
what,
trying to
though?
be civil.
He
It was
gets
one of
what he
those
deserves.
forced
though, 'cause-
marriage kind of things, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, but
Still a
he
dirtbag.
doesn't end up with the girl though, because if we go by the Heisei timeline, she never ended up marrying him because she stayed faithful to Serizawa even after his death. Because of his death is why.
Mm.
So
Even in death, pulling the chicks.
Oh my god. Here's a
it's
great
the
one.
eye patch. Oh,
Yeah, you know what?
that's
Yeah,
my
yeah.
answer.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
This is
Which-
terrible.
I can't say the words I want to say about
my gosh.
those
Thank
kids.
you, Nikolai.
I mean, I'm
Oh,
going to that one, but that was messed up.
Yeah, those kids were dirtbags.
I'm
They
so
deserve
glad
to
the
die.
dog. The dog survived, right? Am I
Yeah,
remembering?
you saw
it
in the
right?
news report
Yeah.
because you saw the guy
Okay.
like, scrubbing the puppy's head and it was all like happy.
Yes,
and-
yes, it
Yay.
did
Oh,
survive,
Puppy
thank God.
survived.
Oh
Thank
my
Oh,
God.
those
Right.
kids, man.
Kids were dirtbags.
Aaron, did you go?
That's my answer. I didn't
That's
think
what
of
he
them so
said.
much, but those kids
No,
collectively.
that wins.
Oh, man.
That's the best answer of the night right there.
Oh my goodness gracious.
I'm
Oh, here's
team
another
dog all
great
the
one.
way.
most of the cast in Matango.
Yeah, a
Oh
lot
yeah,
of
They were
kinda
pretty
started,
bad.
weren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Did everybody go? Kim, did you go?
I mean, everyone said all the good answers already.
good
So
one?
I'm just gonna pick one of those.
Which one are you gonna pick? You got to pick.
Yeah.
one.
Which one
All right,
wins?
all right,
Whose
fine.
is
I'll
the
pick.
best?
I'll pick.
Just be
Fair,
just
fair,
be the
fair.
tiebreaker. Like which one wins?
The dirt bag from Gamera versus Barugon.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you. I do have a
It's not really a
second answer, though.
tiebreaker because the two top dudes had the same answer, so they already won anyway.
What do you got, Leslie?
No.
Or Leslie? Adrian.
Jesus.
Calling you Leslie now.
We should have just
Lord have
had him
mercy.
here.
And it's that damn Seradian agent again.
Yeah.
I hate the Seradian agent. He's
That dude.
that film.
He had my favorite chest too. He was like,
He'll
then he was
smother you
gone.
with his chest hair.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Oh my god.
That's amazing.
Oh my god.
Awesome. Great choices. All right. On to our last and final question. Okay.
Okay.
Overall, which tokusatsu character kaiju is the most vile, wicked, frightening, etc.?
Vile.
What is the worst? What is above all? The creme de la
All human
creme.
beings. All human beings.
Oh, yeah.
Destroya again. Dang.
Yeah, humans are the real monsters. That's the message of these movies.
Yes.
He killed Junior.
He did
He's
kill
a
Junior.
scumbag.
He is.
Well, he
And
did
then when
survive.
Godzilla went to warn him, he just like interrupted with the moment, and it was just that film does some emotional damage to me. Excuse me.
It does most of the damage to all of us, I think. Just with Samson, because he's not a Heisei guy.
I'll
Is he,
start. I will start.
Okay, go ahead, Cody.
I'm going to say Godzilla himself. Because if it wasn't for Godzilla, because he was, you wouldn't have all these other kaiju. You wouldn't have anything to fight him. There wouldn't be any of this. Godzilla is the most wicked thing that we could come up with back then. Like that, he was the embodiment of the nuclear bomb. Something we dropped on, just obliterated a country with.
Yep.
That at the time was just the most wicked thing that you could actually do. I mean, think about that. They made an embodiment of the catastrophic damage that was caused to them. Like that's deep, man. That's deep. So Godzilla himself, specifically 54 and Shin.
Okay.
Beautiful.
What about
answer,
GMK?
Cody. I love that.
No, GMK sucks.
Oh!
Okay, yeah, no, GMK too. Yeah, he's pretty vile.
Yeah, you're pretty vile. Adrian, what do you got, man?
I was being serious. I really meant human beings because, like Aaron said, without humans, the monsters aren't monsters themselves. The humans who create the monsters are the monsters. Because, especially in Godzilla films, because there's a lot of things that could have been prevented, a lot of things that would have been created just because of the stuff we were doing. Like, for example, Hedorah, all that pollution and the nuclear energy, that kind of helped create Hedorah. Shin Godzilla was basically made in the lab. We don't know the whole story behind it unless we've read the novelization, but that was all done in the lab. Space Godzilla was made because they decided to dig up Martha and take her back to the city. Biollante was created because of a dad mourning his daughter. I get it, but still, he made Biollante. Like, humans are the worst in tokusatsu.
Very nice. Michael, wake up.
I'm not gonna be all metatextual and philosophical.
Very true.
I'm gonna go with Space Godzilla because Space Godzilla was malicious. Space Godzilla was pretty malicious. The easy answer would be Destroya, but I want to go with Space Godzilla because that thing has a lot of personality and I appreciate it.
Okay.
Here's a good one.
Yeah, no, that's right. The fanciest of cats.
You're welcome, Leslie. Aaron, what do you got, man?
Shoot, I don't want to cop out and just say Destroyer again.
Then don't do it.
Shoot. Dude, who is the most vile? I wanna. Okay, I'm gonna make it harder for myself and not say anything Heisei again because that's all I've been saying. So,
Okay.
let's see, who's the most vile? Would probably be. Oh, that should have been easy for me. I'm gonna say the 62 Godzilla because he was such a bully.
Oh, really?
Oh,
crap.
interesting
Yeah,
answer.
he's a jerk. He was before all of his character development that he would go through in the next 2 decades. So I'm gonna say him.
He's just mad that he
By
got
that
so
logic,
mad.
we need to pick Gabra.
Right?
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah. You know what? I'm gonna go with Gabriel because he was beating on my boy Minya. Screw that guy.
Oh my gosh. Samson, what do you
A
got?
child. One that I thought of that wicked and frightening are the two that came to mind when I thought of this one was Zetus from Gamera the Brave.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because the fact that they put him on screen and knowingly, like, this is one of the first times that you've seen a kaiju, as malicious as he is, eating people. That he got like an entire crowd cornered, and then from the other cameras, like the other side's point of view, you saw him just go down, just like eat, just gobble them all up, and you hear him screaming, and that's pretty frightening. So there's that.
Well, yeah, and even I swear, he was toying with little Gamera. Like, I swear to God, like he was just having fun kicking this little guy around. Like you could just tell.
And the way he would stab him when Toto was stuck in the building too. He didn't have to do that. He could have done something else, but
oh yeah,
for sure he was just messing.
I changed my answer to the Zetus.
Sorry.
Well, now I gotta go watch Gamera the Brave after this stream.
Nice, Samson.
Oh, I love that movie.
Good answer, Samson.
Yeah, that was a good one, man. Okay, I am gonna go with mine's more like the wicked and frightening type. I'm gonna go with the Megaleuon from Rodan 56. That sound that sucker makes gives me nightmares. I swear, it makes my skin crawl.
It's okay.
It's absolutely terrible.
Nobody mimic the sound, or we're gonna.
Nobody. It's honestly, it reminds me of the Predator's sound, because anytime I hear that, I freak out. I'm like, oh my God, there's a predator around. And I swear I've heard it several times. I was like, and my head will like quickly turn around and see what's behind me, because like I hear it. Yeah, like that. It just brings back. Oh my God, dude, it's terrible.
Oh, dude, you know that?
Even though I love Predator,
that noise for me is the sound from The Grudge. Just because it's such a core memory for me when I was a kid. Like, oh my God, that freaks me out. So, like, I felt my skin crawl.
Giving us nightmares right now.
Dude, you know what's funny? I don't know if I ever told this story on here, but a few years ago, I was already in my mid-20s. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna watch The Grudge. I'm an adult. I can handle it now. I watched it, and this is the Japanese version.
I'm gonna be so brave.
Yeah,
brave.
I'm a big brave dog, guys.
As soon as I was finished watching it, for the next week straight, I was sleeping with the lights on.
Oh.
Like, I was just like, oh my God, I can't. Like, I wasn't even sleeping with my blanket on because that scene. Oh my God.
Oh, right. With the
I love that
Australian
movie
chick,
because it plays with so many of these things that should be saved.
So I'm guessing you're talking about the American version, right?
No, the Japanese version.
Didn't that happen to the Japanese version too?
I've only.
It was the same director, at least. He directed the Japanese and the American
amazingly.
one.
No, I've only seen the Sarah Michelle Gellar one.
Oh, okay. At that time, I did watch the Japanese one.
Okay.
But then maybe because if that only happened in the American one, then maybe it's because I watched that one. It reminded me of my childhood fear of the blanket scene. I don't know why that's the scariest. Yeah. just being under the covers. It was just, oh my god.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
I forgot what her question was. Oh, there it is. Okay. We're talking about the Grudge, and I was like, wait, how did we get to here? Hold on.
Right, that's not the kaiju.
All right, that is it. That's all the questions I have for you guys. So, does anybody have any last words, final thoughts?
Wow, how'd you keep it
Anything?
an hour and a half? Mine was like
Any last
4
words?
hours.
Yeah, mine
Any
was like
last
3.5.
Sorry.
It's because none of us had slideshows. That was my. I did.
Eric, would you like to play a game?
Yes. Nothing. Nobody's got anything. Anybody want to plug anything?
Subscribe.
Kim?
Do you want to play a game?
Yeah. Oh yeah, Kim, go ahead. You.
Yes, go ahead and plug yourself, Kim.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm Kaiju Kim on YouTube and on Twitter and on Instagram. I do a weekly live talk show, Chill with Kaiju Kim, where I chill with other Godzilla and Kaiju nerds, such as myself. Sundays, 7 p.m. Eastern time. So next show is tomorrow. Yeah, I make wholesome and delightfully stupid content related to Godzilla and his fellow Kaiju. So if that's what you're into, subscribe.
Anybody here into that?
Maybe a little.
And
Maybe a
just
little.
once, just a touch. Yeah.
I'm just doing it for the views. It's not actually something I'm
Fair enough. At least you're honest.
So you've wasted thousands of dollars just. For
It was worth it, man. For those 4,000 subscribers that I ignore on YouTube, that's all it's been worthwhile.
And I also have to add that Kim is a wizard at video editing. So if anybody wants to commission her to make a video for anything, please contact her. She just made my new one for my Bearded Kaiju unboxing review. Absolutely love it. I was freaking out, gimping out in the car when I first watched it. So thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. So
I'm glad
That's
you enjoyed
you
it.
were driving? That's dangerous.
no, I was sitting in my car.
That's also still dangerous.
Oh my god.
I mean, on long car rides, I do sometimes have Netflix playing. Just because.
That's okay. I mean, I'll watch. Yeah, I'll watch streams and stuff while driving.
Yeah, I do too.
Totally. 100%. Yeah.
Like, if I've go ahead.
No,
Must be
I was
cool to have
actually
a
to say,
Tesla that drives
Michael,
for you.
what's the update on Volume 1?
Yes, Michael.
Yeah, Michael.
Most of them have shipped out.
Have they?
We've still got a couple. We've still got a couple more batches to go, but Volume 1 is almost finished shipping for Kaiju Ramen. Issue 6 is out. We're working on issue 7. So for those updates, go to kaijuramenmedia.com, and there you'll find all the other stuff that we're involved in, podcasts and whatnot. Really nice articles. So if anyone out there fancies themselves a writer and wants to write an article for the website, email us your pitch to kaijuramenmagazine@gmail.com.
Perfect. Oh,
Got mine.
look at that.
Yeah.
Everybody
Yeah.
else has them except
Everybody
for
else.
me.
And
Yeah, that's all that matters.
Very
anyway.
interesting.
very interesting.
God, I still
You know,
haven't
I
got
was-
mine yet.
You know what I should have done, Eric? I should have had yours shipped to me so I could bring it to you in Indianapolis. Is what I should have done, but I didn't think about it because I was being.
I don't want to wait any longer. This is ridiculous.
It's so nice flipping through this thing physically.
Gee, thanks. Thank
smells
you.
like
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Look
Thank
at all
you.
these
Yeah,
fantastic articles written by so talented writers. Oh,
Oh,
some of whom are in the chat tonight.
man, must be
Yes,
nice
and,
to have
you
that
know,
on
Must be
hand.
nice. Must be nice.
You know, Matt Frank was a joy to work with. That did that cover. So yeah, I mean, eventually, Eric, you will get yours. You may get yours last because you've practically begged me at this point.
I'm just
You
trying
already
to
have
support
enough,
a friend
don't you,
here.
Eric? I mean, come on.
Just trying to support a friend here, and this is what
They
it is.
are shipping. I promise they are shipping. I'm not in charge of shipping, so I'm just gonna say this: I'm not the one holding them hostage. Right
Oh
now.
no, I'm blaming you, buddy.
Yeah, we're gonna blame you, Michael, because you're here.
Why don't you
Oh
personally go to the
no,
post office
I'm just
for
the
him?
pretty. I'm just the pretty face behind Kaiju Ramen. I'm not
You're
the
the
person
what?
that actually ships out the stuff.
Pretty face.
What?
You said pretty face.
I don't think you know what this
how
word means.
You're
You keep
lying to
using
your
that word.
to the people here. I don't
Hey, look,
appreciate
I,
that.
it's that bloated
Exactly.
sense of
Daniel,
self-confidence.
thank you.
Ken.
Smell and peers. Mhm.
Bloated is right. Yeah. I didn't say that.
Samson, do
Who
you have
said
anything
that?
to
I don't
plug?
know. Where did that come from?
Mr. West.
Do you want to plug
Nah.
your Twitch channel?
Oh, I guess that's a wise idea. So I've kind of stepped away from the Godzilla stuff except for here, but I do lots of video game streams on my channel that I call Samzilla Streams on Twitch. I play video games every night at 7 p.m. when I can. And
With
yeah,
his mom.
so come and join in on the ridiculous fun if you want to. Come and comment. You can play ridiculous sound effects that I have attached to the side of my stream so that you can just play some funness while I'm playing games. And I'm always willing to talk about kaiju while I'm doing it too. But yeah, it's literally just one word: Samzilla Streams on Twitch.
And
Thanks.
I will say,
I didn't
it
even
is-
think about
it
that.
It is really fun to actually do those sounds when you're playing.
It is.
Because
That's why they're there.
I try to time them up so perfectly.
There's like a 5-second delay, but yeah, if you're good at it,
Yeah.
then you can just play one of those stupid sounds that I have attached
or I'll
to
just
it.
start
while-
playing them all, and I don't even care when they play.
I put a delay thanks to people like you for that.
God dang it.
I was kidding at the same, just like
You're taking away my
Man.
fun.
It's taking away my fun too.
Oh, this is kind of mean.
Oh,
Oh, that's terrible.
Leslie's a monster.
Leslie.
I seem to remember you inviting me up one day. I wonder how long that collection of yours is going to remain in.
Michael, you've angered Nathan by not plugging your podcasts.
Local
I
gentleman
love all
Leslie
of my
Chambers is missing as far as where his whereabouts are unknown. Last seen with a Samson West.
Shameless
Something-
plug.
His
You're not
whereabouts
my
are also
spiritual
unknown.
gift, sir.
Cody, do you have anything to plug? Anything?
Mr.
Like
Hammock?
Samson, I've kind of stepped away from the Godzilla stuff a little bit, besides like, the Facebook groups and the podcasting, but I do all kinds of woodworking at Cody's Kaiju Customs on Instagram, on Facebook. Find me anywhere. Also, I got a little cat.
I got a little cat.
No salami.
No boy.
Salami, yeah,
No
salami.
Yeah, I found out he's a boy. Look at this. Got a little ball. You got a boy. You got a little ball.
Oh my god.
All I see is the silhouette.
Oh.
Adrian, your sneaky little guest on here, do you have anything to plug?
I actually got quite a few things I can go ahead and plug today.
Perfect.
Just today I put up my review on the 1975 Mega Godzilla rig that I got from Samson West. So go check that out if you haven't yet.
Nice.
Next show is going to be November 5th, if I have that date correct. Yeah, November 5th. We're going to talk about all together. We're gonna go ahead and watch the short for Godzilla versus Gigan and talk about everything that they're gonna release from that show. Because I'm sorry, guys, that's on a weekday. We're not staying up with y'all all late at night, and we gotta be at work first thing in the morning.
What?
We ain't
Come
doing
on,
it.
it's Godzilla's birthday.
Oh my
Come
God.
on.
No, I don't care. If someone wants to come in and fill in for us, great. But us here statewide, we ain't doing it.
What day of the week is that? Thursday?
Wednesday. It's a Wednesday. We're not doing
Oh,
it. So at least check out the show, check out the reaction show on November 5th for that. And I do have a gigantic review I need to start working on, and that should be out in the next week or two. And also, I was on Donnie Winter's Going Up with Kaiju. That episode should be releasing sometime in November also, so keep a lookout for that as well.
Ooh,
Oh,
very
yeah, Donnie's
nice.
great.
I love
Donnie's
Donnie.
Great.
Also, Eric,
I know.
Leslie-
I was
Leslie
getting
just
to it.
reminded us.
I
Leslie just
know,
reminded us.
I was gonna do it when I was my turn. So yeah, like Leslie put in the chat here, on what is it, November
I think
November 4th.
4th. Yeah,
On a
4th.
Friday. Me, Michael Hamilton, Leslie P. Chambers, and Everett Groden.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
We are
Godzilla
going to be
fan.
reviewing the Godzilla versus the Sea Monster 66 X Plus figure that just was released. We have ours. Michael, on the other hand, is still waiting for his. So
I'm still
hope he gets
waiting.
it in time.
I'm not getting upset. I still have 2 weeks, but just still waiting on that shipping invoice to come through. So getting a little irritated, but it's okay. It's okay.
It's coming, Michael. It's coming. Don't
Maybe
worry.
you'll make Michael. Maybe you'll get it when you finally send Eric his copy of Kaiju Roman Volume.
Oh!
Thank you, Kim. Thank you. I appreciate that. You know,
So it's
an eye for
you're
an
saying
eye.
it's like it's an achievement I have to unlock. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
But yes,
Okay. Well,
check
I guess
us out.
I guess I'm never getting the 66 set then. Okay.
Yeah. Guess I'm never getting my book. To steal my money, run away.
Yeah. Oh, now that's dirty. Don't be bringing that juju in here. That's dirty.
But yes, so yeah, check us out on the Collect All Monsters YouTube channel. We're going to be doing that. So that should be fun. It's a awesome set. It is my choice for figure of the year, as along with I think Michael, which he hasn't even have it in hand yet, but just what he's seen, that might be his choice. And I know Leslie has
If it ain't
talked
figure
highly
of
of
the
it
year,
too.
those people are crazy.
So yeah, I mean
Don't
that's
have
my vote.
releases
So
Sunday.
if you haven't got it yet, get it. I know Aaron, you're getting yours. So
Yeah, hopefully sometime this week. I'm excited.
I
Or
literally
next
just
week,
checked
I guess.
Awesome Collector. It's sold out, at least on their
Yeah,
site.
I was one
Yeah.
of those last stock.
So
I
yeah,
don't
if you
have
didn't
money,
get it, you're
so
gonna
I
miss
can't
out,
buy these
man.
cool things anymore.
I know the struggle is real. It's food and gas
Struggle's
versus
real, yep.
And there's
toys that
rent
make you
and
happy.
rent.
I've been pretty hungry recently too, so yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Look, ramen noodles and grilled cheese sandwiches, and then everything else goes to kaiju. So that
I mean, he's not.
I like it. I like it.
McDonald's dumpster isn't that far away.
Yeah.
car payment, schmar payment. Come on, guys.
Y'all have cars?
Imagine having a car payment. Just drive a shit box, dude. Come on.
Just walk everywhere.
Y'all drive?
Thank you, Daniel. I appreciate
Take a
it.
unicycle.
Yes, we read.
Y'all have a
too.
bike? Y'all go places?
You leave the house.
Some of us do not.
Talking
Some
to
of us
other
don't,
people?
What do you mean?
But yeah, I think that's it for us. Thanks everybody for joining us. Thanks for everybody watching and participating in the chat. Really do appreciate it. A lot of awesome answers and stuff like that. So that was really cool. Thank you, Kaiju Kim, for joining us tonight. It was
Yes,
really
thank you
fun.
for joining us, Kim.
I believe you're only the second female that's ever been on this show.
Yes,
so,
only the second.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Who was the
So,
first one?
Casey.
Adrian.
Casey was
before
the
my
first one.
time?
Yes, before.
Well,
Eric's
y'all kind of
time.
invited me in here at one point, so.
Oh, that's a big salami. He got a big salami on him.
I mean, it is Halloween, so you gotta have a
Kitty.
Oh, another kitty.
Halloween. You gotta have a black cat on Halloween.
Mine's coming around.
He said no.
But yeah, if no one else has anything else to say, I think we're going to sign off. So, like I said, thanks everybody. And tune in for the Godzilla birthday celebration. Should be coming on November 5th. I don't know who's going to be for that show yet, but I think the top 3 right here, this way, should be
We'll be on,
participating.
for
so,
sure.
I
What day is it
other than
again?
that, we'll see
November 5th.
November 5th.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely be out.
Okay.
I'll be available.
My new schedule with my new job sucks, and I'm never
Was that
I'm never
Kim?
available on weekends anymore.
I'll be available.
Okay.
Oh, well.
Okay.
Okay, Kim's in. Kim's back.
Love it.
Kim was
Love
in.
it.
Love it.
Love it. So if you're not in, oh, you suck. So
I know.
but yeah,
If you're not in that stream, you're just not a real fan. It's just all.
I
it's all
mean-
just
Or
saying.
you have a
Yeah.
job.
We don't make the rules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Not
fine
all of
by
us
them.
don't get to work on the weekends.
But yeah, so thanks everybody for tuning in, and later.
Have a great night, Kaiju family.
Hi guys.
Oh, thank God I can go back to video games.
Happy Halloween.
Happy